We've all been there. You save a little bit of money here, you make a small investment there. But what if all those random, scattered actions could actually be part of something way bigger? Today, we're going to talk about how to build a single, powerful plan that connects every single financial decision you make to the life you really, truly want to live. Does this sound familiar to you? You're working hard, you're trying to do all the right things with your money, but somehow it just feels like you're spinning your wheels, right? Like you're not actually getting any closer to your biggest life goals. Well, it's a super common frustration, and the reason for it is actually surprisingly simple.
Think about it like a cricket match. A team isn't going to win just by hitting a few random boundaries or getting a couple of lucky wickets. No way. They need a game plan, a real strategy. And it's the exact same thing with your finances. All those individual good actions are great for sure, but without a bigger strategy that connects them all, you're just playing the game. You're not actually winning. All right, so here's how we're going to build that winning strategy together. First up, we'll see why having this kind of a plan is so absolutely crucial. Then, we're going to dive into 3 different plans you need. One to secure your present, another to build your future, and a final, exciting one to design your dream life. Let's jump in.
You see, a real financial life plan isn't some single, massive, complicated document. Nope, it's actually 3 separate, sequential plans. And each one builds on the foundation of the one before it. It's all about creating stability first, then building for the future, and only then reaching for your dreams.
The structure is so simple and so powerful. Step 1 is to stabilize. That's all about getting your current situation healthy and, stress-free. Once that's solid, you can move to step 2, secure your future non-negotiables, things like retirement. And only when those are locked in tight do you get to step 3, soar, where you actively get to design the life you've always wanted.
Okay, first things first, and this is the most critical part. Plan 1, securing your present. This is all about getting your feet on solid ground. The goal here is simple: peace of mind today, knowing that you can handle life's little curveballs without everything just falling apart.
To really see this in action, let's look at a real-world example of a family from Kochi. A quick financial audit shows they're in a pretty tough spot. I mean, look at this. They've got a negative cash flow of 12,000 rupees a month. Their savings rate is only 8%. Their emergency fund is, well, it's barely started. And they have no personal health insurance. This is pretty much the definition of financial vulnerability.
So Plan 1 is all about taking direct, immediate action to turn those red metrics green. For this family, it means a tough audit of their spending to cut things that aren't essential, like a 10,000 rupee monthly shopping habit. It means immediately getting health and term insurance. And it means making their emergency fund the absolute #1 priority. This is how you build that stable foundation for everything else that's going to come next.
Now, with that solid foundation in place, you've earned the right to look to the future. This brings us to Plan 2, building for your major, non-negotiable goals.
For our example family, the retirement calculation came out to a whopping 8.6 crore rupees. Wow. That number looks absolutely terrifying, doesn't it? It feels completely out of reach, but this is exactly where the power of a real plan comes into play.
And here's the magic of a long-term plan. Thanks to the power of compounding over 30 years, that massive 8.6 crore goal can be reached by investing just 24,000 rupees a month. Now that's still a good chunk of money for sure, but it's a concrete, manageable number. It's not some impossible dream anymore. And this is how you turn those intimidating goals into achievable actions.
Just remember, Plan 2 is specifically for your non-negotiables. These are the goals you absolutely have to achieve. Retirement's the big one for most of us, but this could also be your child's education or that down payment on a home. Think of these as the fundamental pillars that are going to support your future security. And now for the really exciting part. Once your present is stable and your future is secure, you finally get to have some fun. Plan 3 is where you stop playing defense and you start playing offense. It's about actively designing and building the aspirational lifestyle you truly want. This slide really shows what we call the lifestyle gap for our example family. On the left, you've got their current reality. On the right, their dream. Monthly expenses almost double. The car jumps from 6 lakh to 30 lakh, and they go from a rental to a 2 crore villa. The gap is, well, it's huge. And just saving a little more isn't going to bridge it. So this brings us to the core question of Plan 3. When your dreams are this much bigger than your current reality, how do you actually build a bridge to get there? What's the practical plan? And here's the fundamental shift in thinking you need to make. You can't just budget your way to a dream lifestyle like this. The real engine for this kind of transformation is income growth. Plan 3 isn't just a financial plan. It's a career plan, a life plan. It's about creating a multi-year strategy to upskill, to advance your career, or maybe even build new income streams, all designed specifically to finance that dream.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground. How do you put all of this into action? How do you make it real? The path forward is actually very clear and logical. Just remember this simple progression. Your journey starts today with Plan 1, creating stability. That stability allows you to focus on tomorrow by securing your future with Plan 2. And with that solid foundation, you can look beyond and soar towards your dreams with Plan 3. It's a journey, not just a single destination.
So let's end with maybe the single most important idea from this whole approach. This isn't about shrinking your dreams to fit your budget. It's about building a financial and life plan that is strong enough, strategic enough, and powerful enough to make the life you truly want your reality.